You can now get your very own floating unicorn pet available in the catalog. Of course, make sure to use STARCODE KRYSTIN when purchasing your Robux or Premium. Links in the description.
Reboot, I'm cold red, my service automated, like data running through my veins. Got you.
Make sure to subscribe and of course ring that bell, turn those notifications on so you don't miss my next video. Hey everyone, it's Krystin and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So for today's video, I am going to show you how to create your very own, very easy to build greenhouse in your Adopt Me builds. Now, as of right now, unfortunately, we do not have gardens. We are not able to, grow our own fruits, vegetables, or flowers, but fingers crossed, that is going to be something eventually that we are going, to see come to Adopt Me, because I think that would be so much fun to do. So this is the greenhouse that we are going to do a tutorial on. And of course, if you guys have any other tutorials on what you would like to see me do here in Adopt Me, make sure to let me know in the comments. And we have a couple different things here. So just keep in mind when we go over the tutorial, guys, that you can actually choose which things that you want to grow. I chose like my own trees so I can decorate my homes with them. And of course the flowers, and you can choose like any of the other plants and flowers. But of course, with all of that said, let's head on over and begin today's tutorial. Okay, so the first thing that I am going to do is actually make my room completely even. So I feel like it is a lot easier to do the greenhouse builds if your rooms are like a perfect square or rectangle. So I just use the barriers to just kind of make everything fit perfectly. Then what we're gonna do is actually pull out the large ramps. So these ones I believe are $5, and you can find them over in the simple shapes. So you're not gonna wanna have these on every wall because they are gonna kind of work and look like the inside, like the roof part of your greenhouse. So you're only gonna wanna place these on 2 walls. And I chose the larger sides just because I thought it would look cuter. So you can use like the little one or the larger one, but I prefer to use the larger just because you can actually put your mirrors on a lot easier, which you guys will see will give us that real like outside sky look. And then what we're gonna do is actually make our walls and the ramps the white color. Now this is actually not even gonna matter at all. You're not gonna see this. I don't know why I decided to do this, but you guys can choose to skip this step. But once you actually have everything filled in, you're not even gonna see like any of this because we're gonna fill this in with mirrors and bricks. Okay, so the next step that we are going to do, I actually sped this up because this is really easy to do, but it is time consuming. So we are actually placing like all of the beams in the greenhouse. So I chose to use green because I really wanted it to be like greenhouse. But you guys can choose to make this any color you want. If you want to make it brown for like wooden beams, or of course if you wanted to make it pink, purple, blue, any color that you want to like, kind of match with your home. But yeah, so the green is the color I chose. So what you're gonna want to do is place your bricks on all of the corners, and you're also going to want to make this go all the way up like the sides of the walls, all over the ceiling. And you're also then going to want to section it off. So at the end, I put one down the middle. And of course, then I placed one of the beams directly like through the middle as well. And that is actually going to help us like place lights and for like pretend, roofing support. Then of course we did the edges here, and you guys can see like the long part of the wall. I actually divided that into 3 other sections. So then what we're gonna do, you guys are gonna start seeing this actually come together, and you're just gonna like place your mirrors in behind the bricks and on top of the wall and ceiling so that it's going to look like your sky, in your greenhouse so that you can grow your flowers, your fruits, and your vegetables, because fingers crossed, hopefully we will get that and adopt me soon. So then we ended up having a little bit of extra space over by the entrance door. So you can use that like if you just want to keep it that way to save a little bit of money. But what I ended up doing was just taking my bricks and I just went ahead and actually filled in all of the gaps, you know, with the same matching green color so that it has like that completely finished look here as well. So next we actually have the fun part. You guys actually get to choose which things do you want to display in your greenhouse. Now keep in mind that you guys can use like more than one thing and completely customize it. You guys might be like, I do not want to use those flowers, but I really like using the large bunch of flowers, and then you can actually use some of these smaller ones to make it look like they are growing, and same with the trees here. So we did use, you know, some of the larger ones and the ones that look the exact same, but they're like the smaller ones. And then the money trees. I love the money trees. So I ended up only using 2 of those because the money trees are like $1,400 or something like that. Then what we're gonna do is kind of start to finish up the look with adding in our grass. So it looks like, you know, the greenhouse floor. And of course, when you have like a garden, you don't actually plant in grass, you're gonna plant in your soil. So of course it pretends that we came in here, dug it up, tilled up the grass, and we have these, you know, the rows of our dirt and soil. So what I ended up using was the large round simple shape. So it does come in 2 sizes, which you guys will actually see me rotate. I like to add the smaller ones on top of the larger ones because it kind of makes it look like, you know, a hill. So just adding a bunch of these, and it actually helps to cover up like the little potter plants that comes with the trees and the flowers as well, and kind of just gives it that like garden row. And for the money trees, I did it a little bit differently. Like they are just like their own little individual trees. So just use like a larger one for the tall one, and the one that's a little bit shorter, I used like a small one that you guys seen. So we are finishing up here, you guys. We are pulling the look together with adding the bottom part of the greenhouse. So just the same as we did with all of the sides and the ceilings, we're just gonna take our bricks and use that same green color and just place your bricks all around the bottom. So I just made mine like half a brick wide and kind of like merged it into the grass, but you guys can play around with that and kind of make it as thick as you want as well. And then we're gonna add what we are pretending to be our heated lights. So these actually help your, you know, your flowers and your veggies grow a little bit quicker to have some heat in here, especially if it's not actually in the summer. And I felt like our garden needed a little bit more of a realistic look. So I ended up using the bamboo just because it kind of gave that overgrown garden. We have some weeds, maybe we even have some grass trying to break free. And yeah, so we're gonna need to like come in here with our garden gloves and weed out this garden. And of course we are gonna go back in and add some more of those little round shapes as well, just to completely finish off our little garden rows. Okay, Critter Crew, well that is everything for today's video. I really hope that you guys did enjoy the tutorial. I had so much fun figuring out how to build one of these, but I always wanted one just because I have my own garden. You guys have probably seen me post over on Twitter and of course on Instagram, maybe even Discord, but I love this kind of stuff, and hopefully this is going to be something that Adopt Me, you know, has plans. I'm sure they do, because who doesn't love gardening? So I think it would be really cool if we would be able to like grow our own flowers and of course like decorate within our homes with the flowers, maybe some trees, and of course like our very own fruit and vegetables that even we can eat and use it for our needs. But that is everything for today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Of course, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Let me know down in the comments which other tutorials would you guys like to see me do here on my channel. And hopefully, I'm gonna see the Critter Crew next time. Bye guys!